Happy New Year, everyone. Here I am. Gosh, it's been a really long time since I shared on any social media or something. I used to share a lot, but I've been just like, okay, it's 2020, so it's interesting because, you know, I'm like all about the thoughts in your head and like observing yourself and realizing that everything is a thought process, thought. And I've just been thinking lately, you know, it's 2020, amazing, it's 2020, can you imagine? This is really, really funny. For someone that was born in 1966, I think, you know, it's like, here it is, the turn of a decade, and you know, I've seen obviously a few, and it's like, where are you now? What you doing? What you know, brings up like New Year's resolutions that come to mind, and like how you want to be, and you know, besides being always grateful, it's like, you know, that's always been my motto for a very long time, because there is absolutely nothing that I couldn't be grateful for. I mean, you know, I do what I want to do. I created my world, all that stuff like that. But anyway, I think one of the biggest things that also I'm really, really grateful for is to recognize my dance with rejection. And dance with rejection has brought me to recognizing and realizing myself, and just like, you know, and accepting that. And I can really, that's one of the most powerful things I can share with anybody. It's the most beautiful thing, is to recognize this dance of rejection. And that's also with yourself, and also with other people, and with your jobs, or with, I don't know, there's a lot out there. There's a lot of rejection out there. But there's also a lot of love that can be experienced from letting go of that shouldn't happen. Do you know what I mean? Because I think rejection is such a big part of our life. So it happens in every little corner of, I don't know, but this is my perspective. Like I say, you know, I really, really think about, I really thought like, how am I going to use this tool of Facebook? And this is only perception, like I always say, but anyway, it's like, and by the way, I've missed some of you so much, but I've taken a hiatus from actually recording anything. It's probably been about, I don't know, a year or something like that, especially for my YouTube channel, because, you know, it just all stopped like that, and I just stopped sharing because, I don't know, maybe got in my head just like, what am I sharing? It's just like, and how do you use the tool of social media? And, you know, I think it could be a very powerful tool. That's why I'm here right now, right with you in this moment. I'm just sharing, like, I don't know, just sharing a perspective of a person. I don't know, being a dancer or not a dancer, or just life in general, and realizing and recognizing, you know, I don't know, like, when you share, you know, this is how I think social media could be, besides all the influencers. And what does that mean, that influence? So influence, you know, you can influence to let go of the need to be somebody, which isn't very popular. So that's, for me, is where I am. I don't really need to be anybody. And that's such a shift in my mind. And I think that's why one of the things I stopped sharing, because I started reflecting and realizing things for me, and that, you know, everything's impermanent and everything changes. And, you know, I just got like, you know, quiet, because I'm more of an introvert than an extrovert, believe it or not. I think probably all this. And at the same time, these labels, any label of anything is kind of like, I don't know, a waste of time for me. You know, labeling my jobs, labeling what's good, what's bad, what's this or that. And that's very difficult, because I work in a profession that's all about opinion. It's very opinionated. And I just don't want to be that kind of guy. Now, you know, I have knowledge, but I don't have the answer. Like, that's just so interesting to meet people. Because when you have a certain answer, like, you know, you're not open to a certain thing. That's, again, my own perspective. And, you know, what I've realized also in the last year is that I open myself up and sharing on social media. Really sharing a lot. You know, a lot of people think, I don't care, you know, this is the best thing about doing this, is that I feel that, you know, that my mind creates that I've lost support from friends, which is all good. That's the part of rejection, you know, like some old friends. I have no idea. And also trying to realize, you know, that you project an image that people will like. And, you know, I've been doing that charade for a long time. And, you know, I shared a lot of that. So you can always go back to my videos, especially if I upload this on YouTube or even Instagram. It's like there's a lot of videos out there of me sharing myself and sharing my emotions and my perspectives, or just like, which is so nice when you have an individual conversation and you listen to somebody and you really listen, you ask questions on how do you feel and how do you respond with that. Not about how much money you make, or what, you know, how much people adore you, and how much people, you know, value your work or your whatever. Like, it's all that's good. It's not, look, I'm not trashing, you know, inspiration's inspiration and determination and all of this. But I dare to ask myself, why do I have that drive that I need to be somebody? You know what I mean? And I've done a lot of reflecting on that, and you know, and I'm realizing that I'm much more happier when I'm like, I don't have any requirements to succeed in this business. And I've come to realize, you know, that in my own business, because I guess sometimes when I talk about it, there's a lot of dancers and a lot of, I don't know, people in my profession that maybe watch this, probably not, I don't really care. And I think that's a beautiful, beautiful thing, because I think that's about my sharing. You know, my sharings in the past, was there a little bit of like, you know, need? We're all, you know, in this time in life where we look at like, you know, people who you influence and who not, and that is another charade that I really, really don't want to get involved with. My mind does, you know, maybe perhaps. But anyway, where was I going? I guess just like the dance of rejection is such a beautiful, beautiful thing, because we've all been doing it in some areas of our life, because, you know, you're not going to be the best to somebody else other than, you know, you're going to be the best to somebody. So those kind of things, that rejection is like coexisting at the same time. And also your work, and, you know, and what you value, and, you know, I don't know, all these questions come up when you realize that you're dancing with rejection. And then you like, how much do I reject myself, and how much do I become a victim of all that stuff? And anyway, so life is not that serious, and I just wanted to turn this on and share. And I wish you all a very, very happy new year, happy 2020. It's, you know, like I say, it's a thought in the head. Resolution can be every single day. And also, we just came from Christmas, and when I realized, I'm so grateful with my family. I just want to have a shout out to my immediate family, also some of my extended family. This year was such a beautiful time. You know, it's not about exchanging presents, but it's also about the joy, and there's hope on the day. But you know, Christmas can be every day in our hearts and our minds, and we can really like just you know, share our joy and everything. And you know, anybody who has a pessimistic view, it's their view, and that's to be honored, and to, you know, and as opposed to people who have optimistic views about everything. Life can, you know, for life from a media standpoint, even, you know, social media, or even just news in general, is like, you know, it's a bunch of atrocities and drama and trauma and all this stuff, and rejection and hatred, and, you know, there's a little bit of love. Is that there? I don't know. And so, but you can, like, and I just reconsider, how do I use this social media? And I'm not sure that how much I will share or whatever, but I really enjoy this. So it's really good, because when people open up and they say certain things about themselves that we never ever talk about, or was never encouraged to talk about, our weaknesses or something, those aren't weaknesses, those are just part of who we are. And I realize that the more conversations that I listen, you know, the ability to listen is something we can all do more, because, you know, instead of judging, you know, I think letting go of the judgments that arise in your head, because they're definitely going to arise in your head, is also an opportunity to let go of no judgments of anyone rejecting you, no judgments of, you know. And I'm in a profession which has is part of opinions, and that's in everything. It's not just my profession, it's all over the world. Everyone is so opinionated about everything, because they're, you know, everyone has their own unique perspective. But what, you know, the energy of unconditional energy, the energy that we expand is human energy. And so it's just, you know, we spend all day dodging and trying to manipulate the environment so we can all feel good. But if we let go of the need to feel anything other than what we feel, and all of it. I think that's a beautiful, beautiful time, so I can share that with you. I'm gonna try to keep this to 10 minutes. I wish you a beautiful, happy new year, and if you're watching, thanks for watching, and share perspectives, even in my DMs if you want to do that. I'm not sure if I can answer them right away. I gotta go, because it's 10 minutes, and I said I was only gonna do 10 minutes. Okay, mwah. Love you, bye.